All right, here we are, day 23. We're getting started. We got a good full crew, well, somewhat full crew. And you can park here. Yeah. And we got the drywall guys here. They're gonna finish with drywall. We got the AC guys upstairs. It's raining here and there, so we got a lot of things going on. They're finishing up in the attic. Let them do their thing. So while they work on that, these guys are going to finish up the drywall. Filling up all this in, fill this in. So I got to rip that out. So I'll work on today. And as soon as the AC guys rip this out, then we'll tear up this wall. So a few things, not too many. So while I wait for the drywall guys, the AC guys to rip out the condenser, I'll go ahead and try to rip out this bathtub. And then I'll start peeling off the paint off the vents and wait for them to move the condenser. So, all right, let's see if I can rip this thing out. All right, day 23. All right, enjoy. taking a small break in between our work here. And as you see, we have a very rainy day. But the rainy day, the roof is holding up real well. Except for, well, you can't see right now, but now I know where my flooding is and where I'm going to need gutters. So I'm going to need gutters on both sides of the house. Over here, it leaks pretty badly right around here. So gutters are next. This guy is doing the drywall here, fixing the garage up. He's gonna do this side, fix that side. He's working on the closet for the boat door. Go around in here. I'm gonna start tearing this out here shortly. This is cleaned out, so I gotta go to the store and buy a cap for the gas. Cap that off, and then I'll start tearing this shit out. So, drywall guys are putting up drywall. Everything is coming along, little by little. And the AC guys are working the best they can upstairs in between the rain. Open up this window, get some airflow. So, step by step, little by little, we're making progress. Yeah, rain's holding up. Do have one small tiny leak here, which we'll work on and get it adjusted. Other than that, everything's coming. All right, back to work. Look at that rain coming off the thing. Yeah, we need a gutter. We definitely need gutters. All right, well, I didn't realize that I had a swimming pool actually in the backyard. Look at that. Yeah, we can go swimming. Free of charge. Woohoo! Look at that. A nice little swimming pool. Well, this is a good test. I like this. Not upset at all. This is perfect. Now I know for sure I need gutters. So we're going to price out gutters and see how much it is. I'm not sure that right now that I'll put a water retainer to water the grass later with. I'm going to do some more research on those things. Right now the guys are on lunch, so and of course with the rain, nothing much going on. So I got to tear out that closet, so that's what I'm going to be doing next. I've cleaned these things up a little bit. I got to sand that one down a little bit more. These are ready for primer, so tomorrow I'll bring my primer and I'll paint those, get those two things ready. That's it. Well, I'll move forward for the next stop. So I just wanted to show you my swimming pool. Bring your bathing suit. Brief interruption. Back here at the swimming pool, the rain had stopped. I was going to film earlier, but look at this. I got a swimming pool and I got a whole lake. My house is surrounded by ocean. Where's my fishing pole? You ready for this? Watch this. Holy shit. Yeah, we got a small problem. We got a small problem. There's supposed to be two drains, two plug drains right there going out there. Supposed to be. And that's 5-6 inches deep, at least 6-7 inches deep. All right, look, it says Majestic. So later on, or go back to the previous video and see how big the Majestic is in that tank. And you see how deep it is. So the front yard was just as bad, man. It was a freaking river. Probably not there anymore because I waited too long in the video. Yeah, it's subsided. But this thing was just as bad. Water all went out there, and you can see out on the street going downhill. I mean, it was all the way up to this, above the sidewalk, the water coming down. So, excuse me. That's supposed to be my river over there. Well, I got some work to do in the yard one day. So, yeah. Supposed to. I haven't built a 6x12 overhang here and cement down here. That's coming in a couple of weeks. So, all right, back to work. Had enough. No more swimming. Back to work. All right, day 23 at Casa de Malouff coming to a close, at least for me. My job is done. I'm done. Nothing else for me to do. Well, at least breaking shit and tearing shit up, I'm done. So I got to take those probably tomorrow. I'll drag those out back. There's my little drains from the flood. Of course, they don't work. So you see we made a new pile of debris. So the guys are finishing up the walls. Not much in the bedrooms here. Bedrooms are the same. So we're working hard in here. Just finishing up in the kitchen. Then we have the backyard, oceanfront property. Look at that. Never thought you'd buy an oceanfront property in the middle of San Antonio, Texas. The minute I get a higher value. So anyways, all right. Nothing done out back. AC guys left early. Obviously, their job they couldn't finish up because of the storm. Maybe they'll be here tomorrow. We're not supposed to have as much rain tomorrow, but we're supposed to have just as bad rain the rest of the week. So the rest of the week might be as bad as today. But everything was working on the inside. These guys are taking care of shit inside. Making everything happen. We got rid of the condenser unit. Opened up the wall now. So now we're going to take, this is the gas line. We're going to move the gas line to the kitchen so I can have a gas stove. I may have it extended out to the patio so I can have a gas grill out back. So anyways, this whole area is now going to be my pantry once it's blocked off. That's going to get cut out, chipped off, and then this is going to be, that's going to be my pantry. So washer and dryer right here, pantry right here. No door right there. He's working on the master bedroom, extending the closet. So the closet's going out there. That's going to be the opening. It's going to be a big closet. So right here is the bathroom. Being closed off. That's going to be the countertop right there, the cutoff. Then we'll have the sink and the toilet and the shower. So next week is probably shopping time for me versus construction. So, oh, here in the garage, we started to patch up the 2 holes. Well, it turns out that the drywall is so old that every time we would hammer, the drywall just collapsed. So we had to tear out the whole drywall for the whole garage, and we got to replace the whole thing. Yep, added more shit. That's what happens. So this is what it looks like. So, yep, talk about brand new. So he's tearing out the wall right there for the water heater, which the water heater is going to go outside and be a tankless water heater. And we're making that up. We're going to open that up, tear out that walling, and that's going to be part of the closet. So little by little, we're making progress. It is what it is. Welcome to Casa de Malouff. Like, share, comment, hate, whatever you want to do, just do it. We'll see what tomorrow brings. I'm not sure who's all going to be here tomorrow, so right here. So just know that when it rains really hard, it's an ocean right here. Literally an ocean. And it flows right out there, and it flows out to the street and becomes a big old ocean. So I got my beachfront property here in San Antonio, Texas. All right, well, that's it for now, day 23. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed whatever you saw. Comments. Oh yeah, I had somebody really rip my tail about keeping the double doors. So we're about 99% keeping the double doors, just to make that person happy. Just kidding. So, oh yeah, one more last thing before I go. Today's the final day. Final day. Let me put this thing on the tripod. I gotta show you something. Hold on. No more. This is it. No more. Alright, let me film right here. So, you've been watching this whole 2 weeks or whatever it's been. If you haven't paid attention, if you're paying attention, I've been wearing the same sweatpants every day. These damn pair of sweatpants. And I never wash them. But today is the last day I need them. So, we're going to say goodbye to these crusty old things. They're full of mold, full of all kinds of crap. So, there you go. Where's the trash can? You see the trash can? Yep. Done. That's it. Took me 23 days to get rid of those damn things. Anyways, all right. Hey, you guys have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.